I know. I mean, it's not dead air, is it? But somebody decided to hang that picture at that angle. Why? Why would anyone do such a thing? Perhaps their angle of dangle isn't entirely mixed with yours. Is it the person who dangled the angle who's wrong, or is it your very own perception of reality? Who's wrong? The author or the reader? Hello again. Welcome back. I'm going to tell you a story about a young lady on a beach. It gets hot and sexy, so it's not for young people's ears. So if your parents watching this, the old grey-haired bugger, send your children for their nightly bath or whatever, get them out of the room. It's not for their sensitive ears. So there's a few of us, and we'd gone out to the coast. It was summer holidays. All the kids went out to the coast, and some of us had, purloined alcohol from various places. My parents are alcoholics and had their own bar, so it was quite easy for me to just get a glass bottle and fill it up with vodka and rum and fucking mix the whole thing together and get on the bus. So we all went out to the seaside, and there's this one particular girl that I was interested in, and we'd all drunk cider and heavily indulged, and she was kind of passed out on the beach. So she was lying down with her eyes closed. The sun, it was a beautiful sunny day. And so she was just absorbing. She wasn't unconscious. She was just absorbing the sun, whilst being equally quite fucked up. She's just there with her eyes closed going, oh. And I was just a few feet away from her, lying on my side, watching her, making sure she didn't choke on her own vomit, really. But then I just saw her. And for the first time I saw a woman, I was probably 13, 14. And it was the first time I saw a woman. So she was lying on her back. The sun was on her face. She was auburn. And she had ginger eyelashes. And each time she breathed, the sun shone through those eyelashes and dazzled me with this rainbow effect. I was entranced, I think you would say. A young man, for the first time seeing a woman, and just seeing a woman as a woman, because prior to that, just like the girls would just, we'd all kick around, and there'd be girls and there'd be boys, and the girls were just rubbish. They were like doing handstands and throwing balls and just doing stuff that was quite boring. Whereas the boys were jumping off the cliffs and throwing fucking bricks at each other, and anyway, it's just like, oh, that's that transition between boy to a man, where it was like, oh, girls are just stinky, and then, oh, girls are quite alluring. You're just a bit confused. It's like, why do I want to watch her? Because girls are just stupid creatures who do silly stuff and don't. Anyway, where was I? I do deviate somewhat, and that's what happens. See how my eyebrows are dabbing. I've got dabbing eyebrows. I think the whole dabbing phenomenon, when the young people are encouraged to go, so that really efficient cameras could photograph their fingerprints. They were encouraged to do this. And I do believe that their fingerprints were taken. That's why Cold Water Challenge was about complicity. How many people go along with this crazy fucking shit? I think that was a precursor to the mRNA vaccine, which we all know was an intelligence test. So if you're fucked from turbo cancer and myocarditis and pericarditis, and you took the vaccine, well, what can I do for you? You didn't pay attention when I tried to tell you. In fact, everyone I tried to tell of my fears disregarded my statements. One of my 54 cousins, because I'm from productive stock. My grandfather was one of 13, my father was one of 13. Massive family. One of my cousins, one of my 54, sent me a picture of a cat, a ginger cat, which I thought was a nice touch because I have 2 cats and they are ginger. So at least he was recognising that he understood my cats and my cat behaviour. He sent me a picture of a ginger tomcat wearing a tinfoil hat. So I sent him links to all the data, all the research data of these mRNA so-called vaccines, and he sent me back a picture of a cat wearing a tinfoil hat. You know who you are. Not my problem anymore. You people who have left me for good reasons. I'd leave me if I were you. I'm a schnork. Who am I? You'll never see me again. Not in this form. I'm Gimli. And Gandalf.